I met Joey and Jennifer on a low-budget feature several years ago, and we became big pals. Since then, we've been looking for a project to work together on, and the thing about the Tesla device that fascinated all of us is not just Tesla's contribution to technology, but the sense of mystery and showmanship he had in the day when he was promoting his technologies. And this story is a character-driven science fiction piece, an old-school science fiction piece, that really is about the characters and the idea of time travel that factors into the story is very, very fascinating to me, especially in light of what's going on with the Large Hadron Collider in Europe right now. Several physicists have theorized that it is, in fact, something happening from the future. So the whole idea of the mystery of Tesla and his inventions ties into a character-driven story in a small, sleepy southern town. We worked, Ernie and I, Ernie Wan was my gaffer. Ernie is an incredibly hard worker. And Joey and his team did an incredible job of art dressing the sets. The basement set, which was in an old hotel in downtown, we essentially walked into it all ready to shoot. We had to light it and smoke it. Thank heaven for smoke machines. And the thing that Joey and I are both agreeable on aesthetically is we're not afraid of the dark. It was a dark room. What he found was in an old basement, and so we let that become part of the story. When Haley is running around looking for Tommy, she's in the dark. When Tommy and Alex find the machine, it's essentially in the dark. We never really see the machine, but we see the effects of it, and we see the cage that Tommy eventually is in. The old house was fun to shoot in. It's actually Joey and Jennifer's house. We had to make it look more run down, of course, than it actually is. Joey did a great job with the effects, with the claw marks on the door, with the stairwell down. Ernie did a great job with the light coming down the stairs, fogging that up to give it atmosphere, literally and physically. One of the most interesting scenes to shoot was the tunnel, when Haley is hiding at the very end of the teaser, hiding from what we don't know exactly what. Alex comes down to save her, and he reaches in to grab her with a flashlight. Alex is a big guy, and he gets pulled away very quickly. That's an actual physical effect. It took a lot of guys to pull him backwards, and you could see them through the tunnel. The camera was down low, looking straight through the tunnel at him. How are we going to mask the guys? Joey already had a ton of digital effects works to do on this trailer, and not much time to do it. So we took a black sound blanket and draped it over the back to hide the four guys standing there pulling on the sound blanket that Alex was lying on to make a convincing grab, like he'd been grabbed by a tiger and pulled away. That was a lot of fun to do. That was lit almost exclusively with LEDs. A lot of side light on that. The nice thing about one of the nice things about the Red One camera is its ability to use cinema-style lenses as well as still lenses. For this project, we had a crew of two, essentially, camera lighting department. So we didn't have a focus puller. We didn't have really, really nice glass. We used my Nikon still lenses. They were very fast. We were shooting typically at a 1.8 or a 1.4, so the depth of field was an issue, and we didn't have a focus puller, so that was an issue too. In a couple of scenes, we really could have used someone to pull focus, but I did it myself. Ernie helped sometimes, but that enabled us to shoot in very, very low light situations, which made the lighting setups smaller than they typically would have been. So all of that factored together, I think, to make a very successful project. The fact that the red shoots raw enabled us to do a lot of post on it to give it the look that we wanted, and also I think made Joey's effects work in some ways simpler because he had the actual digital files to do the effect with the glowing blue arm as well, of course, as the bolts.